Welcome back, everyone, to another market recap. Today we had so many good trades to cover, which is crazy because today is actually the day before the 2024 United States presidential election. And typically you don't see really good price action on the day before a presidential election. That's why I was actually trading on demo today. But we had so many good trades. So if you want to get better at trading, really stick around to the end of this video. I've done all the work for you. All you got to do is watch. There's trades from all kinds of different people on Twitter. We've got a trade from F3 Trades. We've got a trade from Dodgy. We've got a trade from Emilio. And a couple other trades as well. So really stick around to the end. This is going to be one of the easiest and best ways to study. All of these trades today do happen to be inversion trades. So let's jump right into it. So first, let's take a look at Dodgy's trades that he marked out. He said, PA is so good today. You could be so rich if you just wait for this. So if I go into his chart and zoom in, you can see that he notes 3 trades. He has this one, which is 2 candle bodies together acting as one fair value gap, and he drags that over. And now what you can't see off the screen is there is a lot of resting lows over here. There's low resistance lows. So that's what made this trade so good, and I'll show you that in a second. Then this trade I'll show you as well, but on the higher time frame it was just like a 3 candle formation. It was a 5-minute inverse fair value gap, and it was really textbook. It was beautiful. And this is the trade from F3 Trades, which I'll get into in a second. So going over, starting with that first trade, you can see here that we actually had all this trendline liquidity built up. And yes, you have this as well, but this is not really in line with this trendline liquidity, and it's a little bit further away. So the market really just wanted to seek to run these lows. And you can see that's exactly what happened. Once this inverse, this was actually a 3-minute fair value gap. And once this inversed, once we closed below, we went and ran all of these trendline lows. So this was an excellent trade by Dodgy. Really great trade. If you took this, nice job. Right down to those lows. Now, going over to that next trade from Dodgy, it was a 5-minute inverse fair value gap, and I'll show you what I mean. So some of the best trades will be this classic 3 candle formation where you will get a fair value gap form and then an instant break of that fair value gap. You can see right here, this was the old fair value gap. It was a 5-minute fair value gap, and it gets broken instantly. And when you see this signature in price, it needs to be ingrained in your head that this is a A+ setup, especially when you take out a low. And we did take out a low. We took out these lows. All this low resistance liquidity. So what could you assume? We were probably going to run these equal highs here, relatively equal highs. As well, the high of this wick is the high of the 4-hour candle. Actually, it was right here. And what I found fascinating is if I mark out the high of that 4-hour candle, guess exactly where the market went to. Guess exactly where it went to. It went right to that high of that 4-hour candle. And that is the first pullback right when we hit that. So these were the 4-hour highs. So if you just went and targeted these highs, that would have been a nice 2-to-1. And this is one of the best signatures in price you can get. This was an awesome 5-minute inverse value gap. I guess you'd have your stop loss a little bit lower, but still about 1.5-to-1 risk reward. And then if you targeted up here, you would have got even better. So yeah, it's important to note you could target this, but that would all get stopped out at break even because this is a little bit further away. This is probably like a fair value gap on the higher time frame. So next, that trade from F3 Trades. If I pull up his trade, see if I can get it. So his trade was actually really nice. because he got a really good risk reward on this, and he also notes that we're delivering from a 15-minute fair value gap. Now he targets this low down here. Now we haven't gone and reached that low yet, and part of why is you have this 5-minute fair value gap here. So this simple low-hanging fruit would be like a TP1 here, a TP2 here, and then TP3 here. But he wanted to shoot for further. I'm not exactly sure what he loved about this low, but I guess since you have this low resistance liquidity, you could just assume, hey, we might just go run that right now. So, and if he got that, that would have been really, really nice, really, really good risk reward. I think the simple low-hanging fruit would probably be here and here. So nice 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 risk reward trade. Really, really nice trade. Next, we're going to cover that trade from Emilio. Oh, let's zoom into the chart so you can really see this. So it was a 2-minute inverse fair value gap. We come up, sweep that once, sweep it twice, and then you get this classic. You can watch Dodgy's video he made, I don't know, like yesterday, I think. And when you get this like signature in price where it's less than like 7 or 8 candles, the less candles the better, where it's just like boom, boom, and you get that close below, that's one of the best signatures in price you can ever find. When you get that quick up, down, sweeping a high, and get it close below, that's one of the best signatures in price. And so just amazing trade. As well, he notes that once we get below here, that became an inverse fair value gap as well. So really awesome trade there. Next, let's cover Emilio's trade. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This was also the same trade that Hydra took, but we're gonna cover Emilio's version of it. Basically, we had a 1-minute inverse fair value gap. It's basically the same trade as the one Dodgy took, but it's a different entry, right? So Dodgy entered off of this fair value gap getting violated, this 3-minute fair value gap. Emilio enters here once we get a 1-minute close below this fair value gap right here. This signature in price is really, really good when you come up and sweep a high and then get this just sharp, strong down close candle that violates a fair value gap like this. This is very, very strong. He enters once that closes below, stop loss up here somewhere. It looks like actually he got a better entry by waiting for some kind of retracement, but typically you just enter on that candle body close there, and then you would, same thing as before, target these lows over here. So nice 2-to-1 risk reward trade, I think, like 1.5-to-1 risk reward trade, depending on if you got that better entry or not. But yeah, very, very nice. And then I think that about covers it, except there was this, which I took on demo, and this isn't as good because we don't sweep this high, but we swept out the bodies, so to me that was decent. The fact that we swept out the candle bodies, and then we got this very, very, where to go? We got this very, very sharp, this very, very high momentum candle below this fair value gap, and we had essentially like close to relatively equal lows here. It seemed decent, but this one's maybe not as good as the other trades. And then yeah, just targeting those equal lows as well. So that about covers it for today, but a lot of very good trades today. Was not expecting it with the election coming tomorrow. It's going to be crazy to see what tomorrow is going to be like. We got a lot of liquidity on both sides of the market right now. I'm going to go over to the other chart so it's not as messy, but you can see we have all of these lows that could be targeted. But then we also have equal highs, right? We have equal highs. Where are they? We have equal highs right here, and somewhat equal highs right here. So it's very unclear to me. We got liquidity below and we got liquidity above. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that about covers it for today's video. Let me know what I can improve, and if you want your trades in this YouTube video, just post them on Twitter and let me know. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.